it better than me, yeah. Vision on 2020, yeah. VVS, Liberty, yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they taking notice.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Living up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Don't let it breathe. Don't let it breathe. Play that time deep. Don't let it breathe, defense.
Jim.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30.
Where guys are available and put the ball
perfectly executed crossing route. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Bell. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Minshew. And this is going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Down. 60 or 55. Quit talking about it. Go.
Now Bell. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half. Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do? Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run. On 2nd and goal, Minshew, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Devin Funchess, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Brady. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He's going to fire one deep up. That's caught inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Bell. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
First down, Giants.
Got it. 55, back 55. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, Alpha. Check 55.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Minshew, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Wait, that 53! Check, watch 54, watch 54. That's right, baby, they don't want it. Go Bandit!
On play action, it's Brady. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back and reload!
To throw again, Brady. And that's complete to Cooks. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Wait, that Alabama. 380. Pick me up. Here we go. Wrong. Hey, go 66.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach said, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Wait, set. Down 80. Down 80. Hey, defense, back up. Check 24, check 24.
From the gun, it's Brady. This is caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Wait, set. 380. Mike Spark 4. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll run on first down. Bell, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bravo.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And the Giants first down.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. This is Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Here we go. 18 Gators.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now pass complete here to Sanders, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They run with Ajayi. Ajayi's not going to get there, I don't believe. Indeed, they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
The reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, 66.
To throw, it's Brady. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Brady now, nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Throwing again. Brady. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Darius Slayton, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10. They're on the 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Now a first down and then some. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking like the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 12, Brady. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Wait, that 53! 54! Let's go. Check 26, check 26. Go 50.
On first down, Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's McCaffrey. They juked him.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Watch 54, watch 50. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Come on, set, 8, read.
First down, Giants.
Come on, up, come on, up. Hey, box truck, box truck. 55.
Stay with your man.
5.
On first down, it's Bell. Desmond King making the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Second and 5 now. Minshew got his man. It's Eifert. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, that's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Go. Hey, Haywood. Mike 55.
It's coming this way.
2.
Here's Minshew being chased out left. And that's complete. It's the tight end, Daniels. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offensive coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Tyler Davison, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Wait, that 380. 51.
Watch the slant.
On third down, Brady. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Brady now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let him play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Minshew sets to throw, and that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington, it's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Exit. Mark 38, Mark 38, Mark 38. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Ready?
On 4th down, Minshew. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll give this to Bell running right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
Set. 60 or.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy?
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. A gain of 22. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Ajayi. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Now Minshew. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 10-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. 5. 55. Mike.
Yeah.
On 2nd down, Minshew. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And he's on the heels of winning the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award. He had a pair of sacks in last week's game, Charles.
So much for adjusting, so much for game planning, right? You know that he had the 2 sacks last week. Why aren't you able to block him? Sometimes the superior athlete just wins.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Check pass.
Hey, Zoo. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
You're trapped.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Let him know, let him know.
They'll look to throw here. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Anthony Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Giants 17.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. Got a man, Slayton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
And the Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
At the 47-yard line.
Throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during.
Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, some. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Hey.